Greetings, beloved, and welcome back to another episode of the Crochet in Agreement podcast. Today is Wednesday, March the 8th, 2023, and this is episode number 32. Hello, my name is Melissa, and I am coming to you from the Northern Shenandoah Valley in Virginia. I crochet and knit prayer blankets, chemo caps, prayer shawls, and crosses for the sick, and I stand in agreement for their complete healing through Jesus Christ, as written in Matthew chapter 18, verses 19 through 20. This channel is by Him, for Him, and because of Him. I also hand dye yarns in both acrylic, cotton, and wool, and blends. If you would like to check out what I have, please feel free to go over to my Etsy shop. The link is down below. You can go over there and check out what I've got, what I can dye. I also have a custom listing. If you ever wanted to find a color in a certain way or pattern or whatever, just hit me up and we'll talk. I would like to thank everybody for coming back and dropping in to say hello, both my returning subscribers, and if you are new, please consider hitting that subscribe button. We do live dyes every Thursday, or I try to every Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern, and of course I do little update videos like this. Try to do it weekly. Sometimes life happens, and sometimes I also have lives, like for a prayer blessing live. I haven't had one for a while, but I, next time I get back into the blanket making and I get a good amount, I'll have another one of those. But if you guys could just drop me a thumb down below too, that would be much appreciated. And if you would like to comment, I love seeing what you guys have to say. So I'm just going to do another update video. It's been 2 weeks actually since my last video. Last week was like, have you ever had one of those weeks where, okay, Monday stinks, let's try it again Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday wasn't good, let's try it again Wednesday. Okay, well, Wednesday something happened. Okay, and then it's like, I give up. Let's just scratch out the whole entire week and try it again next week. So that's where I am. I actually wanted to do a video yesterday, but somebody was ill and had my hands full. My granddaughter. So here I am today, which is good because I got to make just a little bit more progress on stuff. So this will be 2 weeks worth of progress when I show you guys what all I've done. I haven't dragged anything out, so I'm going to try to get them. Only thing I have out is my luck of the draw. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the last 2 colors that I've added to that. Tomorrow. Okay, so those of you that don't know, this is Nan's Next Knots brainchild, like Jan says. She came up with this idea, I think, during the pandemic, and it's just been coming back. It's a 20-week project, and basically you pick, I think it's 9 colors and a base color, and then and you number each of them except for the base, and then each week she'll draw a number, cameo, and whatever that number is the color that you put into your blanket. So it started off down here. This is week number 1, week number 2, 3, and here's the last 2 weeks, 4 and 5. It is a navy and an emerald. I don't know if that's the name they give them on the mainstays, but those are the 2 colors, and I'm loving how this is looking. I've said in a previous video that of all the blankets, I have made hundreds of blankets. Other than the baby's little blankets, I have one blanket. Well, that's a lap blanket. But as far as an actual, like, put it on your bed and cover up with a blanket, I have one that is done, that is mine. So that's going to be a blanket for here. It's only about 3.5 feet. need to measure how wide that is. I'm not real sure. Maybe 4 feet. Yeah, it's probably 4 feet wide. It's a wingspan wide. So I mean, it's not like a full bed blanket, but it'll be perfect for in the chair, you know, like lay back. And this is a fourth of the way there. So, you know, if it's that long, which is over a foot, probably 18 inches maybe, somewhere between 12 and 18. Yeah, I mean, well, we're looking at a decent length blanket when we're done. And if it's not long enough, then that's fine. I'll just add a couple more rows. But I'm loving how it's turning out. This is my very first luck of the draw. In fact, it's my very first crochet make-along I've ever done. Believe it or not. Yeah, that's really pitiful. I need to get on the train a little more often. So I'm going to reach over here and grab. I'm working on a keepsake blanket for the baby. I've made a little bit of progress on that. This is like a stitch sampler. And let's see, ignoring the first row because I actually made this. I'm sorry, this is the first row down here. Or not the first, this purple. I did this stitch and I couldn't remember what it was, so when I got to the purple again, I had to do a different stitch. So ignoring this, we have let's see, I know this is the pink is even berry, this is half double herringbone. Oh, this is Suzette, and I ran out of this rose right here, so I had to go with a different shade, which is fine because she loves pink. And I just had it in my head. Okay, sorry. Double herringbone, even berry, and those are both in the Crochet Dictionary, the small version. This is the Suzette, oh, the moss stitch, according to the Crochet Dictionary. I know there's several different ways of doing the moss stitch. This isn't like the same way that Granny D did it, but they're both gorgeous. And this is, like I said, a stitch sampler, and I'm not even particular about how many rows I'm doing of each. I'll just vary it up. As you can see, this last night I did just 2 rows of the double herringbone. Half double herringbone, sorry. What, baby?
I gotta wash my hands.
Okay, you can go to the bathroom or get a napkin.
But I want somebody come.
But most of it is carrying 1 pound. The Easter basket, this right here, is just get a napkin, sweetheart. You can use a napkin. This is pink and carrying 1 pound. This new rose is Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. This purple right here is also carrying 1 pound. But I ran out of the this rose color because I used it to make Kirsta's Howl's a Moving Castle jacket. You can check that out in a previous episode video. Made that for her for Christmas. It was about a 3-month long project, and it's huge and heavy, but she loves it. So, oh, and I didn't show my progress. That's what this is all about. So my stitch marker from 2 weeks ago was here, and I made it to there. Not a whole lot, but considering that I have several projects, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 blankets and 2 socks. Well, technically, I have 3 socks. We'll get to that. Okay, and another blanket for me. My favorite colors. This is my knit blanket, and I did not stop at the end. I should have went a little bit further, but my knit blanket, I'll show you how that's coming along. Looks like it needs a little bit more attention. That's where I left off. And yeah, this will probably be my go-to. Whichever one got the least amount of progress between week to week, I usually make that be my top priority. So that's how far I made it on that. And this is all with Yarn Bee, Soft and Chunky, and Sage, Teal, and White on their Chalgu. I think it's 6 millimeter, 7-inch circulars, 30-some inch circulars. Okay, there's that one. She's hushing me. Why are you hushing me? I don't know. And I'm making Tim a blanket. Let me get out of here. My little cramped up space here. Okay, got it. Got my Scooby-Doo bag that I've had forever. Karen something was her name.
Bag?
Scooby-Doo bag. Wooby wooby woo.
Can I show them everything?
Oh, you can say hello if you like.
Hi, I am putting makeup on, and hi, and I got a prize for you. Just talk to Gamma when I go and get the prize.
Okay. All right, I'll do some talking while you get your surprise. So here is my stitch marker from 2 weeks ago. Considering this is 9.5 feet long, I'm actually working on the width. This is how long.
And it is, guess what it is? It is.
Keeps going and going.
And it's
going.
Lovey.
It's Lovey. Hi, Lovey.
Show them.
That's her Lovey. It's her favorite thing.
And I'm going to show them Lovey's coat. But this is
Lovey's coat.
Okay. And
so that's where I was last time. Made it up to there.
Hey guys, is it fine if I move this? Or you can move it?
Yeah, I'll move it.
Okay. See, this is my favorite thing. Watch, I do this at night with it. And I want to sit on your lap.
Okay. I gotta get to my video. You go ahead and say what you need to say, unless you want me to talk while you're sitting on my lap. You wanna do that? Let me keep talking?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Well, this is using, hold on. Let me get in frame too. Sit back a little bit. This is using Karen Big Cakes. I'm trying to get rid of some of my cake yarn, old cake yarn. So, oh, and this is the Peak. I remembered it. Peak stitch, P-I-Q-U-E. I don't really like the stitch, but once I figured out how to fix it, I do love it. I love the stitch, but as you can see right there, this is where I had originally started. And you can see in my previous videos the trouble that I had with it, and I had to take out the chain row and just fix it. And I think I still might have to do a little bit of stitching to keep it from coming loose, because some areas are kind of saggy. But other than that, I love this, and I think he's gonna love it too. I am on my third, almost done with my third big cake, and I have, what do I have? 6 of them. Yeah, I will definitely have to add more to each end, because that's only how wide it is, and I'm almost done with the third one. So, all right, let's see if I can fold this monster up. This is a big blanket, isn't it? That's why I called it a monster, because it's so big. I had initially wanted it to be, I think I chained enough for like maybe 6 feet, something like that. And then when I had to take out the chain row and fix the home row, the beginning chain row of it, it made it so much longer. So now I'm just, instead of doing the keep going until I get the length. I'm going to keep going for the width because it's definitely plenty long. I don't know how much longer it's going to fit in this bag either. Okay, now that's all for the blankets, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here's the fun part. Got an acquisition today. I'll get to that, but I got a sock update that I'm very eager to share. I'm actually talking to Bridget about Queen's Crafts by Bridget. I'm talking to her about getting a bag because they have really pitiful homes. I've actually, for now, got both of them in this. Okay, let me start with my oldest pair. So if you follow me on Instagram at all, if you don't, the link is down below. Please go over there and check out my latest photo I posted on there. It was a nail biter. But I'm going to insert a picture. I think I have a picture of it. If I don't, I'll find a way to get it off my Instagram. But I'm going to insert a picture here of how far I had made it. I'll put it actually in, I'll put it in that corner so that you can look at it while I talk. So in this picture, I was only supposed to do 16 rows on the heel flap. And I was following, I mean, it's nothing wrong with the tutorial. I was following Crazy Sock Lady's tutorial, and she does an amazing job. This was her how to knit a sock on 9-inch circulars video. And I thought I was counting my rows correctly, that I got to the end of the part where she had said an easy way of counting your rows is to count the back, the slip stitches from the back. And for each of those it's 2 rows, and I ended up having 32. I had 16 of those, which meant I had 32 rows. So you can see by this picture here, I put in 2 lifelines because I didn't know what I was doing. Never did a lifeline. I actually manually, after the fact, went in and put in both of those because I didn't know. The first lifeline is at the 16 row. Actually, it was like at the 15 row, so that I could take back in case there was any drop stitches or whatever. I could, but that's where that is. And then the one farther down is where I first started the heel flap, in case I just had to, because it's really hard to pick up stitches when it's slip one, knit one, slip one, knit one. I was very worried I wasn't getting them all, so that's why I put in both lifelines. The one, if anybody knows anything about knitting socks, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I put in the lifeline at the very first knit row right before I started the heel flap, because I was pretty sure I had all the stitches on that one, just in case I didn't have them all, just in case it didn't work, whatever. I was so nervous. But as you can see, I just showed it. I made it past the heel flap, and actually I don't even know where I was, because I had to frog back, and then I had to, so basically I guess you could say that I guess you could say I was right here, and I forgot to paint my nails. But I, not right there. Yeah, right there. Yeah, that's right. Right before I picked up the, right before I did the heel decrease. But I've already picked up the gusset stitches, and now I am working on the gusset decrease. I'm so proud of myself. This is my first sock. It's a little bit kind of funky looking here and there, but, and this is Patton's Crochet, so it's a little bit thicker than most. But it's mine, and I can't wait. And I can't wait to finish it. I can't wait to start another one. I don't know how many rows of cuff I did. This was forever ago. I'll have to actually count them. Looks like no more than maybe 8 or 10, which is fine. Totally fine. No big deal. I've got lots of better sock yarn. This is like, this was some, actually I already took the ball band off, but the ball band had a pink sticker on it. I think it was Hobby Lobby. I'm not real sure, but it was on sale. It was super cheap. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was that time me and Sutter went to Michael's. But anyways, super cheap. So yeah, look how far I made it. I'm so proud of myself. I frogged 16 rows on knitting. I looked up everything, like, and I even got even more scared when I looked it up, but lo and behold, I made it. I did it. Okay, and I'm proud of myself for something else too. So I showed you how I had cast on for a sock for the baby on metal DPNs. I showed that on, I think, my last video. I had taken a poll sort of to see who thought I should start another set for baby. Lo and behold, that I had started on, I cast on.
I want you find a flashlight on my iPad.
I don't think you don't have a flashlight, sweetheart. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, here you go. I'm sorry.
I want to say something to them.
You already did, sweetheart. It's my turn now.
Hold on.
It's my turn. So I had to take that off because I had cast on 64 stitches as if I were making one for me. So I took that off and I redid it with 48. So on the tutorial with Crazy Sock Lady, how to knit socks on how to knit 2 socks at a time, magic loop on circulars, she recommends using, I think she said, a 40-inch. Well, the size of the needle is 2.25, but she had recommended using a 40-inch cord, I guess you call it. And well, I was using a 36, but I did do what she said to do as far as make the cuff and then put it onto the cable needle, onto the needles. I did all of that. Everything was going good, but then I started getting ladders. So that's what my acquisition was today. I've already put all the others away. In fact, where's the new one? I know I put it in here. Okay, so I made both of the cuffs and I put them on the 36-inch circulars that I had, and I started getting ladders. So I ordered some 42-inch, 40-inch. But I'm going to show you what I have. I haven't put them on the new needles yet because I just got them just a couple minutes ago in the mail. But I'm trying to remember. Oh, I'm pretty sure I have 10 rows of ribbing, and these are for her. But let me pull this through a little bit more. I'm trying to remember where my ladder was. Oh, there it is. Oh, light. There's my light. It's like, I'm not doing anymore. I'm not doing anymore. Nope. I'll have to tighten down the rest of my stitches to avoid or to fix that. But I split up my skein the best I could. I'm not real bothered about the striping matching up. Not a big deal. But I got 2 little cuffs. Just have to transfer it over to my, and this is so much bigger. I'm beginning to think maybe those might be even way less than 36-inch, but these so much bigger. I'm looking forward to putting them on there. And like I mentioned earlier, I've been talking to Bridget about getting some bags so that they can get out of, I was knitting or keeping. Okay, I've been working on the blue sock a lot, so here lately I just kind of tossed it in, which I need to stop doing that because I'm going to get them all tangled up. Yeah, but this has been living in my other bag, wherever it went.
Is it fine I play the iPad or no?
If you want to play the iPad, sure.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, the bag is gone. Isn't that usually how that goes? You're looking for something and you don't have it. Oh, no, it's under another bag. Here it is. So this is what it was staying in here. This big old bag, and it gets lost in there. Where did the sock go? Where is it? Where is that sock? Way down there in the dark. So, yeah, that's way too big for a sock project. Okay, so the acquisitions, like I was saying, I got an entire set. 6, I believe. And it also came with this, they threw it. I've got so many plastic needles, but I guess it's always good to have them. They get lost easily. My husband throws almost anything away, so good to have. But I got 6 circular, circular, but Magic Loop sock needles. I think they're Knit Pro. I'll put a link to that down below. It's a really good price, $13 and some odd cents, which is probably close to the same price you would pay for just one of a name brand. And I always like having several sizes. I'm not sure if I'll use, it comes, the smallest one is a size 0, which I think is 2mm, and that's, can you turn it down just a tad? I told her it's okay. Turn it down just a little bit, baby. Thank you. I'm almost done. So, I mean, this was my only acquisition. I mean, I did get a pack of Bare Yarns of DK Superwash in the mail. But other than that, that's all for acquisitions. I don't have any finished objects. So I think that about does it. I don't know how long this video is, but oh my goodness, probably pushing a half an hour. Oh Lord, I did not mean to keep you guys that long, but I thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. I will be doing a live dye tomorrow, 3:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come on over if you don't have anything to do. Hang out with us. Grab a project. Put me on while you're at work. Whatever you might be doing at that time. It's just nice knowing that I have some ears. Eyes too, if you're not busy. But yeah, I hope everyone has a blessed rest of your day, and I will talk to you guys later. God bless you all. Bye bye.